Hello, welcome to our show, The Vent. This is show number 3. I'm Mel.
I'm Tony.
Tony. And the topics we're going to talk about today, the first one we're going to talk about is this tourist from Ontario ends up with a $600 ambulance bill.
Whoa.
Yeah, $600.
Did she buy shares in the company?
I don't know, but apparently this Ontario resident, was visiting PEI. She felt...
Have you been to PEI?
No.
It's a great province.
Is
I
it?
like an awesome province.
Well, it's pretty expensive to me.
It's a nice province.
But apparently she was with some friends, and she became ill, or passed out, couldn't stand. And I guess where she was staying, or where she was at, they decided to call an ambulance. And she got later, 3 months later, after she got home, she got a $600 bill.
$600 bill.
Yeah.
For an ambulance ride.
Yeah. And she says she could have taken a jet home for that much price.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
I flew out there for $80. From here.
From here. Well, there you go. Well, she feels like she's been kind of put out of place because she really didn't have an option to call it to get the ambulance or not. Apparently, the people that she was riding with, they said, well, they'll take her to the hospital, take whatever. But no, they didn't. She didn't have an option there. Just called the ambulance and she has to pay.
Well, okay, so I mean, I guess the price is what it is, but this goes back to the old adage. It's no more supply and demand or how much it actually costs for the service. It's just a tag. You know, they come up with a number. Whether you're 60 kilometers away or 100 kilometers away, it's $600 because for example, now if my car breaks down in Canada, not far from here, 60 kilometers away, and I call a tow truck's gonna cost me around, because that's happened, about $100. Well, tow truck, ambulance, same size vehicle. It's usually one of the same type vehicle.
Yeah.
It's $100. Well, why is this $600? I mean, you're really performing the same service, but you're either you're carrying a passenger versus a car, but it's got nothing to do again with supply and demand or the actual cost of the service. It's tagged. But that tells us people that it's very important that you get out of province insurance. People people think that because you have OHIP, you're covered anywhere you go. Not like that, no.
No. If you travel out of the province that you're going to be living in, make sure you get insurance. And you can probably get that from your insurance provider.
Yeah, go to your local bank.
Or anything like that.
Yeah. So fill a form out, $30. $30 would have saved her $600.
Yeah.
But it does cover a lot. OHIP, it does cover a lot.
Yeah.
It just doesn't cover ambulance rides. So you have to know that. So go to your local bank before you leave. Fill a little form. Takes 5 minutes. $30
Well, and she said that she's gonna pay them. She's gonna pay them $5 a month. That's gonna take them a long. $600. That's gonna take them a long time.
Wow.
But she said she's never going back to PEI.
Well, that's too bad because it's a great. Don't blame PEI. That's not their fault.
PEI. It's the government.
It's the government system, but it's a great
Sure.
province.
Yeah.
So you should visit more often.
All right. Our next story.
Next story. Oh, here we have. Let's see. Now we're going to talk about core inflation edges down to record low.
So what are core inflation?
Core inflation. Core inflation takes into consideration, essentials, but not really. We think that, but not really, Mel, because apparently when they figure out the core essentials, the core inflation, they knock out at least 8. They strip out 8 of the most volatile items.
Like
it
what?
Includes food, and energy. Because I guess they figure we don't eat food.
We don't eat food every day. I don't drive my car and heat my house and whatever.
So really what it's saying here is when they're determining your core inflation, we'll take out
all the stuff that you need.
Yeah, all the essentials.
Yeah.
And we're going to check out CDs, televisions, kids' toys.
Actually, probably televisions have probably gone down in price.
Yeah, gone down in price.
But I don't care about televisions.
I don't care about televisions.
That doesn't get me by day by day.
No, it doesn't. So again, it's like they're making up numbers so you could. And oddly enough, Mel, this is an election year. Close election time, they're talking about election here. So let's make the numbers sound good. That we're only down 1.4%, or only up 1.4%. Well, when you strip out gas and food, it's gonna look good.
Things that we need every day.
It's gonna look good, but they're gonna talk about CDs and TVs and stuff that I really don't give a rat's, about. You know what I mean?
But I don't need every day.
Exactly. So that's government telling you, making you hear what they want you to hear. So thank you, government, for that one. What's next, Mel?
Third one we're going to talk about is BMI. It's called BMI. BMI is not BMW.
No, not BMW.
BMI stands for body mass index.
It does.
All right. Now this is what Health Canada uses to gauge how fit Canadians are, how
Yes.
obese we are when they come out and say, "Oh, like Canadians are getting more and more obese and things like that." This is the type of tool that the Health Canada uses
Right.
and insurance companies use
Yep.
to determine what type of rates we're going to pay. Now, this body mass indexing chart, what does it say about there?
Well, basically, taking into consideration, let's say someone that's, let's say 5'10", and
Hang on, I got it here. 5'10".
5'10" with 175 pounds would be on the border of, overweight almost.
I have a story here.
Yes, tell me. I like stories.
Okay. I compete in
what?
bodybuilding.
Really?
Yeah.
Funny
And
thing,
I-
so did I.
I competed, and I'm 5'11".
Yep.
And I weighed 180 pounds. I got down to 180 pounds,
Mhm.
and I had my fat taken,
Yeah, in fact.
and I was at 3%.
Whoa, that's pretty good now.
3% body fat
That's pretty healthy.
at 40 years old, but according to this BMI, I'm overweight
Ooh.
at 3% body fat.
You look pretty big, but I'm not that way.
Yeah.
Good, buddy. I like that.
That's amazing to me.
It's a funny thing too, because oddly enough, I own a fitness center. That's what I do. You guys probably thought that we made millions from this show, but no. We actually
Not
have
yet.
jobs. Not yet, but we have jobs. And my job is I own a fitness center.
How tall are you?
5'6", sir. 5'6". And I fight that every day at my gym because people come in and say, well, my BMI says...
How much do you weigh?
168, 170. And people say, oh, I'm fighting my weight because according to my BMI, I'm overweight. Well, no, you're not overweight because muscle is more dense than fat.
Yeah.
And let me read this to you, people. Give me a second here. The BMI graph applies to sedentary.
Cemetery?
Not cemetery. Most of them should be dead.
Oh.
But it was sedentary North
Sanitation?
Americans. Can I read this here?
Sorry.
Sedentary North Americans and Europeans. It was designed by an Adolphe Cordelet of Belgium. Okay. Now, what it doesn't take into consideration is that, let me see here. Oh boy, look at this. BMI do not take in consideration people that are healthy, that exercise, and babies, infants. Well, example. A couple of weeks ago, I had an insurance guy come into my gym, to my fitness center. He's trying to sell me insurance.
Health insurance.
Health insurance.
Health insurance.
And once he came up with all the numbers, I fell into the overweight category.
How's your blood pressure?
Awesome.
So blood
perfect.
pressure was good.
Everything was good. But I fall into this category of obese.
Obese.
Okay? So I have to pay $20 a month more a month for the same coverage of someone that's sedentary, that doesn't have the muscle mass I have.
Sits on the couch all day.
Sits on the couch all day. So I told the guy, I'm not paying $20 to be healthy. I mean, I've worked all my whole life, so I can be healthy, not be sick. You want to charge me for being a good guy? I kicked him out. Done.
Good job.
Thank you. There we go. Now, let's see.
Next on the list,
Next on the list,
inheritance tax.
inheritance tax.
Oh, you better sit down for this one.
I'm sitting down. Sitting down.
Okay, did you know, when you die, you think, you save for your children, you save your little nest egg or whatever, so that maybe when you pass on, or for retirement, that you can have something to live on, and maybe something you can pass on to your children after you're gone, so they can get a little ahead in life.
Mm-hmm.
So you work hard all your life to do that, and you finally pass away, and your children or siblings or whatever think, you know what, we're going to get a healthy little chunk of something here. If it's over $130,000, which most of it is,
Sure.
the government says, we're going to take 49% of that.
40% of that.
49%.
And this is after tax.
After tax money that's been saved away, they've
Saved
already
away,
paid tax on it. They paid whatever, probably a house that's sold, whatever. They've paid all kinds of taxes on it. But it's like the government finally saying, thanks for dying, we're going to take half. It's almost like a conspiracy where the government's saying, you know what, you need $1 million saved in RSPs in order to retire. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Because you know what, you need that.
We're
It's
getting
like,
half.
yeah, because you know what, when you pass on, we're going to get half of that.
Half of that.
Because that's what we need. So you're saving for us, really.
So really, the government's screwing you alive. Now it's screwing you when you're dead.
At 49%.
That's really weird. The government taking their chunk,
No,
even when you're dead.
Yeah.
See, people don't die.
Ah, man.
Unbelievable. So what's next, Ramel?
Well, I don't know.
Oh, my son. Hey,
What's with this beer?
hey, my son bought me this beer. My son bought it for me.
I don't know. It doesn't.
What's wrong with it? He said it was some Dutch premium beer.
Dutch.
Dutch.
Does he love you?
I don't know, but it's not bad.
I don't know.
I mean, it's maybe made
Dutch,
by
huh?
maybe it's made by like old wooden shoes.
Did you forget his birthday again?
I did. I don't even.
Did you?
I did. So he bought me this beer.
He's getting back at you. Well, you know what they say about the Dutch, eh?
What's that?
If you're Dutch, you're not much.
What?
No.
No.
Is that what they say?
No, wooden head, wooden shoes,
wooden shoes, wooden head, wouldn't listen.
Wouldn't listen.
On that
Cheers,
note,
people.
we're signing off.
Go Dutch.